What's up guys, it's Sunday, which means it's time for another market update. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum and gold, the usual stuff. Like, subscribe, I'll really appreciate that, and let's get into the market update. So first market update in a couple of weeks that is actually very positive, because as we look just on the daily, we might finally be escaping this range. We made a new high, higher than this one, so it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin. Let's zoom in, look at lower levels. Might look a bit messy at first, but let me just explain one thing quickly. We made a new high, which is good, and we did gain this level, the drop of the whatever you want to name it, this $77,000 was very important. And you may argue, we just wicked it, we didn't gain it, we just tapped it, and we clearly didn't gain it. We lost the level. There was not enough buy orders to gain. But if you zoom in on the 4 hours, you see 1, 2, 3 candlesticks close above it, which means we gained it. Now this level is not relevant anymore, of course. During the past weeks we've built several support levels, so at the moment you shouldn't worry for new lows. That won't happen next week in 2 weeks. What you should worry about is that Bitcoin has to show a follow-up. I did mention that 2-3 weeks ago, that a pump is nice, new highs are nice, but if there's no follow-up, like what if Bitcoin just dumps straight to $66,000? Then what was this pump good for? It was still nice to show strength, etc., but then it wouldn't matter that much. So ideal scenario is, of course, a pullback is completely normal after a push of 10%, even more, 5%, can even, it was way more than 10% by the way. Let's look from here, 20% almost. So let me go back. Surely possible that Bitcoin pulls back 5 to 8%, completely normal. But best case scenario is that Bitcoin goes to this zone, taps this, and starts pumping again early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that we continue the trend. That will be very positive to be back above the $80,000. That would be insanely good for everyone, I guess. Another scenario is that Bitcoin shows a little bit of a bigger correction and goes to here, $70,000. Still no panic, no stress, but then you will want to see an immediately, like a strong wick, a strong reaction, and then aggressive gain. Because if you don't see that, then we're just back in this range, and that's also not all you want to see. We finally made a new high out of this range. We're in from the start of February, so we do want to gain the $80,000 and close above that, so we're back around this price action. Now we can start looking at this constructor again, but for now it's looking pretty well. As mentioned, trading opportunities are surely there, and of course we're in an uptrend, so you want to look for longs, but shorts always possible as well, but maybe a bit harder for surely beginners. But every level here is surely a long opportunity with possibly a nice runner. If you look at Ethereum, it's basically the same thing. So Ethereum didn't hold this, went straight through it, so this level is not relevant anymore. I did cap this one because it's important to see that they sweep something. I mean, the initial reaction was good, but we didn't saw a strong reaction, though they're still holding, so no worries. This could be a trading opportunity if they gain this here, and then on the pullback you can long. Otherwise, we have a level here, we have several levels below, same on Bitcoin, but Ethereum as well, it will probably follow or do the same as Bitcoin, but best case scenario is that we see a reaction from here, or this. Worst case, we go somewhere here, we pick up all the liquidity. It's not necessarily negative, unless, at least if there's a follow-up. Otherwise, we're still in the same situation as past weeks, and we finally want to escape that because we're almost in there for 3 full months. So we want to see something happen, of course, also trading wise, investor wise, so everyone wants to see get us out of this range. So Ethereum, same thing, you can surely look for longs, shorts as well. If you see no strength here, if price just later this day goes through it, then play the continuation down, surely possible, but I would get your TP in early, because of course the main trend is still upwards. So for gold, same thing, gold has been doing pretty good stuff. Also looking back to go to above 5,000, of course there's still a long way to go, 4%, 3 to 4%, which can surely happen next week. But gold is something else. Let me explain. So gold, of course, is a bit more tied to geopolitical news. But the thing is, last week's, of course, the main thing going on right now is the war in Iran. But the thing is, I think investors and surely big institutions, but also retail, so you and I, are really coming to the conclusion that this war is not going to lead to World War III. Surely there will be some economic consequences, but the past weeks we saw very mixed news. We saw a peace agreement, or 30 minutes later, or they already fired at each other. Then the strait is open, the strait is closed. They are helping to close it, they are helping to open it. It's very mixed news, but you see that didn't really lead to price action going up and down, because I think the majority of the people, and surely the big institutions, know that this war is not going to lead to World War III, as I mentioned, so don't really care about the micro involvements of the war. Of course, when there's a permanent peace agreement and everything is going well, economy wise is going perfect again like before, then you'll surely see a pump. But I think the war doesn't have as much influence on price action of gold and surely also crypto, etc., as it had in the first weeks. So we looked at the price action, we saw positive things from start of last week. What is that, a 6% pump, 5% pump to the top, looking pretty good for gold. There's support levels, so also for gold and the entire market, what we discussed today, look for longs, continuation longs on the bigger picture. And then of course, if we go around here, you can surely look for a short, which will surely be there, even though we're in a massive uptrend. If you come to a very important level like these, there will always be a reaction downside. Not a 10% dump, not even a 5% dump, but a 2-3% dump can surely happen with wicks, for example, like we saw something here. I'm not saying this is the same situation, but just look at pure price action like wick, and then just a move down to then go back up again. So Bitcoin, Ethereum and gold are looking very, very good. Bitcoin and Ethereum made new highs. Gold is also looking, they also made a new high here, but they still are in a bit of a different situation as crypto, but it's looking very well. Next week we can surely expect to see new highs, but we have to get a follow-up, because if the follow-up is not there, we can surely see a bit of ranging, a bit of a dump next week, and then the week after will be decisive. Will be a decisive week. For now, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope this was useful. Like and subscribe, I really appreciate that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.